To students, we are going to start 7-3 logarithms. We're just going to focus on evaluating logarithmic expressions. In class, we're going to go over the graphing part. So logarithms. We can use logarithms to solve inverses of exponential functions. In general, the inverse of y equals b to the x is x equals b to the y. And in x equals b to the y is called the logarithm of x. And we can write that as y equals log base b of x. So we are going to use logs to kind of just evaluate things, or we're going to be able to evaluate the log of numbers. And it all has to do with the exponents, if you notice here, the inverse of exponents. So this right here is what I would write now. So how we can translate the log base b of a equals e. So what that is the exponent. The log of this equals the exponent. And how I remember it is I always remember base b, base is below, so it's that little number right here. E, I remember, is the exponent. This equals the exponent as it does up here. See how it equals the exponent? And then A is just the answer to that exponent problem. And then another way I get to remember it is this right here. I remember Abe. If you want to write it this way instead of this way, I remember Abe. A equals B to the E. So that's one way to remember it as well. So base, log base B, always equals the exponent, and then you have the answer there. So this is what you need to have memorized. So if we had an example here, I want to write this as an exponent, in exponential form rather. How would we do that? Well, your base, you have your base here, so that's going to be 3. And then your exponent on that base is always what it equals. And then the answer to this exponential problem is going to be 27. And if you remembered Abe, it'd be 27 equals 3 to the third. So let's practice some more. Let's write these in exponential form. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do this on your own. All right, so we have 8 is the answer, 2 is my base, and 3 is my exponent. And is that a true statement? Sure is. So that'd be my answer. What about this one over here? And again, if you want to write the answer first so you remember Abe, you can do it that way. If you want to write it, so you write the exponent first, so the base first with the exponent. So this one would be 4 to the negative 4th, because remember it always equals the exponent, equals, and our answer is in yellow here, 1 over 256. So there you go. So now we're going to change gears here and write it in logarithmic form. So again, this is my base, so log base 15 always equals my exponent. So we have equals 3, and I'm going to move, oh man, I can't move it over. I didn't leave enough room for this gigantic number. So it's, and my answer goes right here. So 3,375 squished. All right, what about this one here? It'll be log, my base is 4, always equals my exponent, and then my answer is 2. That one I left too much room. Gee whiz. All right, let's try another one. So let's say we just want to evaluate, and I will show you how to do this on your calculator in class as well. But this is how we evaluate. Let's set it up into our exponential form. So we have, and you could like say this equals, you could use E, you could use X, whatever you want to do. So we could have 16, exponent we don't know, equals 4. So remember in the last section there's a way to solve this. So we have 4 to the second power to E equals 4 to the first. We got to get the same base right here. So power to a power, that means we multiply, so it's going to be 2e equals 1. So my exponent then will be 1/2. So this right here, log base 16, of 4 equals 1/2. What about this one over here? Why don't you pause the video and see if you can evaluate this? Very good. You should get -2 for that one. How you get it, you have your base and the exponent we don't know, so you could put an x, you could put an e equals 1/9. So we got to get the same base, so 3 to the x equals 1/9 is 3 to what power? The -2nd. So x equals -2. So in the Google form below, I want you to go ahead and evaluate this. Just type in the number that you see or that you think is the answer. And that's all I have for you. Have a wonderful day. Come with lots of questions. Bye-bye.